Let's go back to Warren for Stock Market 101 and an update from the Ayala trading floor. Warren?
Thanks, Ron. Trade is open and the PSEI is in the green, up 0.5% or 27 points at 5541.02. The broader all shares index is up about 1/3% at 3603.50. All the sub-indices are in the green except for mining, which is down about 0.25%. And before we get to Market 101, we do have an update from Philippine National Bank on the merger talks between itself and BPI. PNB has clarified that its board has not yet approved any merger with BPI. In its disclosure this morning, it says no proposal has been presented to the board for approval yet, as the shareholders of the banks have not yet reached any formal agreement. So there you have it. It's the latest on the PNB BPI merger talks. Time now for Market 101. We are joined by Mr.Angel Mercado, President and CEO of Accord Capital. Good morning.
Good morning, Warren.
All right, thank you for joining us again.
Thank you.
Now today we have a very timely topic. We're talking about how to make sure that you're getting into a safe investment. It's coming at a time when we're seeing a lot of investment in pyramid scams out of Mindanao. What do you think? Why do we keep seeing these scams surface in parts of the country?
Well, first, I would like to say that I'm saddened by these events. Because in this time and age, you would have believed that these things would still happen. There's a lot of lots of ways to check if your investment is safe and wise. Well, first, I believe this can be attributed to the very little financial literacy of most of our countrymen. And there is also a lack of awareness campaigns from sectors, private and government sectors, with regards to wise investments. So I think this is the main reason for this.
Yeah, and actually you brought with you here an investment scam checklist where you actually enumerate the things that you have to go through to make sure that the people you're dealing with are actually good people and you can trust them with your money. Tell us, go through the steps that you have to take.
The checklist is really very simple. It actually requires more common sense. Okay, first and foremost, you have to know the name of the company and the persons running it. Make a quick check of who they are and what they do. Of course, what's their address, the office address, and if possible, where do these people that are running them living? The phone number, especially the landline. Because most, if it is a cell phone and then you cannot find them, if you cannot call them, if you cannot see them, don't deal with them. Okay, and of course, they have to be registered with the SEC. Now, if they are not registered with the SEC, do not deal with them. Now, it doesn't mean that if they are registered with SEC, they are already a licensed investment taker. Aside from SEC registration, they still have to have a license in taking your investments. That's how the simple checklist. Then there's so many ways. There are so many ways to get this to check if they are licensed or not, or if they are registered. You can just go to the website of the SEC, or you can go to the SEC themselves, yourself, and then check it with them.
Yeah, sounds like a lot of common sense. But also, some of these guys, like the Aman pyramid scam, they went through great lengths to appear legitimate. They had offices. They actually, I imagine that they would have present some sort of permits and stuff like that from the local government, because they were dealing with the local governments.
Yeah.
So how do you go around that?
So after that, if you have those, then you have to go to step 2 of checking. Again, if the promise is too good to be true, most likely it is not true. Number 1. Number 2, you have to know where these people are investing their money in. Are they buying and selling copra? Are they buying and selling cars or whatever, other tradable items? So you would know more or less if the returns of your money is really true. Okay. Now, if you just give them your money and then you don't know what they're doing with your money, I say don't trust that. Next is if you cannot get your capital at any given time that you want to get it, then don't get into it. Even if it's a warning signal. Even if they give you post-dated checks, promissory notes, and all those other written papers that they will give you, but you cannot withdraw your capital, don't. Any investment like this you should be able to get your capital at any time. So
Yeah, it should work like a bank, right?
Correct.
Or there should be like a minimum, like a clearing time, maybe 3 days here at the stock exchange, where you do actually have to wait for at least 3 days to get your money back once you complete a transaction.
Yeah,
But
that's it. You have to be aware of the other investment instruments that are present. There are non-financial investments and then financial investments. Non-financial investments, like for example, real estate, metals, gold.
Yep.
But the downside there is, of course, when you need it, you need to liquidate it. It's not that easy to liquidate
Sell,
it.
yeah, exactly.
Now, for financial instruments, you have bonds, mutual funds, deposits, and then, of course, the stock market, securities. I would say the safest and wisest investment is still the stock market, because it is highly regulated, highly monitored by both the PSE and the SEC, both public and private entities, making sure that your investments, the people's investments, are properly managed. And only licensed traders, agents, are allowed to trade in the stock market. So you would know that your money is really into legitimate and legal and safe and wise investment.
Right. So of course you do have a brokerage, an online brokerage. Tell us a bit what your clients have been telling you when they hear these pyramid scams going on. Is their outlook on investing any way affected by these scams?
It has affected. It has affected because they're saying, a lot of our clients are saying, it's good that we are investing in the stock market. It's good that we're investing there. So they are now actually telling their other friends, their families, instead of looking at all these other investments, just look at the stock market. In a way, it has boosted interest in the stock market.
Oh, so it's like it's act as a catalyst for people to go into the stock market. Wow.
Yes.
So that's very interesting. Tell us a bit. What have you been telling your clients right now about the stock market? We were just discussing off cam that it's at record highs today. But you know, how do you convince people to get into the market? Is there still that fear that maybe this is it's too complicated for them, or maybe that it's too good to be true? Also, that because we are trading at record highs this year.
Yeah. Number one, too good to be true? Not really, because it is happening. It is on record. Everybody can see it. It is transparent. So it is true. Okay. Number two is we are increasing. The public awareness, public interest is increasing because of because PSE itself is driving the public awareness, public information campaigns together with us, with the brokerage houses. The other brokerage houses and us, we conduct free seminars to people so that they will be able to understand what the stock market is all about, and that they will not have a fear or be scared of trading here. In fact, as Philstocks, we invest a lot in providing products and services to make trading delightful for our clients. Like for example, now you can trade at your home using your desktop and even your laptop. Very soon, Philstocks will be coming out with their mobile apps, so that you can use your mobile phone, your Android phone, or your Apple phone to trade. So even while you are jogging at the port, or biking at in Antipolo, or just even taking the ferry boat crossing from Iloilo to Bacolod, you can actually trade. So we are trying to fit trading into your lifestyle by using technology. Therefore, people will be able to do trading, and they will not be scared about trading.
Yeah, so it's very easy to get into the stock market. You're also having these education modules to help people understand how to make money here. So it's a lot easier. In other words, a lot easier than going out and going to those fly-by-night investment areas where they promise you the world and you don't get anything in return.
Yes.
Yeah, so it's great work you're doing, and we also actually reported just a week ago about the education efforts by the stock exchange and also the stock market school by some of the brokers here. So So lots of avenues where you can actually educate yourself and get involved in this this investment instrument that's actually pretty safe, which, as you mentioned, is so heavily regulated by both public and private entities.
Yes, yes.
All right, so thank you so much for your time. Thank you for taking us through the step-by-step investment scam checklist. Very helpful, I'm sure, for our viewers. Thanks again, sir.
Thank you, Warren.
All right, this is Mr. Angel Mercado, President and CEO of Corp Capital there. Moving out to the foreign exchange market as of 10:11 this